but yeah, no, it was really cool because like now we're like really close and we're both into graphic design, and I guess in the near future we want to make Salt a bigger thing.
Yeah, so Salt Co is something that you started, what, a year ago, 2 years ago now?
Yes.
What's the story behind that? Why'd you get into that?
So Kimmy and I are both in the graphic design field. At the time, I think she was working for Southland full time doing like admin and stuff like that, and then graphic design for the church. And when I first started off, I was working for a company called Blackwoods in like their catalog team. So yeah, we both knew we were in the graphic design space. And Kimmy really enjoyed like doing stuff for church, and I sort of like dabbled in that a bit. And then I moved jobs, and then she moved jobs as well. But we still were doing graphic design for church. And then I think the big catalyst for us wanting to start Salt was when we worked on all the branding for TNS 2019. I believe it was the greater theme conference that we had. And we just like worked really well together. Like if we were both thinking something,
It was
like
a good back and forth.
Yeah, like I could be like, oh, Kimmy, we should try this. And like, she would just do it up. I'm like, yes, that's exactly like what I was thinking. So I guess we were on the same like wavelength in terms of like our design style. And we both just really enjoyed doing stuff that related to church. So that's kind of how that was the basis for Salt. Like we wanted to focus on graphic design for churches.
That's pretty cool. I really like that. And yeah, you guys are pretty good at it. I do like some of the stuff you guys have put out. And if people don't know, Jackie and I actually work a lot together at church. She does a lot of the graphics. At very inappropriate time frames, I'll give her a idea. I'll say, hey, I need this graphic. Any chance I can get it in 2 days? And for some reason, you haven't told me off yet. So thank you for that.
It's okay. I don't think I'll ever say no. Like when people ask me, oh, can you do this? Like, I probably won't say no.
Well, I'm one person that I'm going to give you permission to say no to, because there's nothing I hate more than someone doing that. And, my mind just goes to weird places, so I always forget about stuff. But Jackie's very good. So most of the graphics that you're seeing with KBB or any of our other church services, they're Jackie. So okay, you get into the graphic design field. You start loving it, or do you start hating it at the start?
I started loving it because I wasn't really exposed to like a lot of the programs that I use today. So it was a really good learning experience for me. Whereas I know some people, they were already using the tools, so they already had found their feet, and it was just to enhance their skills. Sure. Whereas I was like super minimal on like Adobe tools. So it was just, yeah, really good platform for me, and just to like set me up to what I do today.
Okay, so it just set you up really well. And it was one of those, because what's interesting is it's sort of a knee-jerk decision that you had to do graphic design, and you didn't regret it whatsoever, which is very rare coming out of school. That first thing, trying something completely different, it not being a mistake. So that's really cool.